In my last two videos, we explored 6 focal point creation techniques to make your Amazon KDP book cover stand out. Even if you have mastered these techniques, figuring out the best placement for your title text and design elements can still be tricky. That's why, in this tutorial, we are diving into the rule of thirds. By the end of this video, you will be re-evaluating all your previously published Amazon KDP book covers. Let's get started. What is the rule of thirds and why is it important? The rule of thirds is a composition guideline first documented by John Thomas Smith in 1797 in his book Remarks on Rural Scenery. This principle is used in various visual arts, including design, film, painting, and photography, and is also widely applied in professional book cover publishing. To use the rule of thirds, start by dividing your design area into thirds with 2 horizontal and 2 vertical lines, creating a grid of 9 segments. The 4 intersection points of these lines are your focal points. Placing key elements along these lines or at their intersections will make your design more visually appealing. Did you know that you encounter the rule of thirds in many designs every day? Let me show you some examples in photography. Notice how the key elements align with the grid lines. Most camera apps even have an option to turn on this grid. Take a closer look at this photo. The horizon aligns with the second horizontal line, occupying 2/3 of the image with the sky. The person is positioned at the intersection point on the right. Now, let's explore some examples of the rule of thirds in cinema. Take a look at these movie scenes that use the rule effectively. Notice how the key elements are positioned along the grid lines, creating visually compelling shots. You will also see the rule of thirds frequently in web design. Here are some examples. Pay attention to where the product is placed. Alright, let's explore some examples of the rule of thirds in the cover designs of Amazon's best-selling books. To get started, we need to establish the dimensions of our grids. Since the most common trim size for books in the US is 6 by 9 inches, I will use this size for our example. You can find all the book cover formatting information on the KDP Help Center page. Just click Format Your Paperback on the left side menu. Then, click the link in the Download a Cover Template section under the Format Your Cover File menu. For this tutorial, I will use a grid for a paperback. I will choose paperback for the binding type, black and white for the interior type, and white paper for the paper type. The page turn direction is left to right, and the measurement units are inches. The trim size is 6 by 9 inches. Let's set it to 100 pages and calculate the dimensions. Now we have all the details for the cover size. The safe area is 5.875 by 8.75 inches. When working on the cover, the dimensions of the safe area remain the same regardless of the page count. For example, even if you change the page count to 200, the safe area dimensions will still be 5.875 by 8.75 inches. However, remember that the page count affects the dimensions of the safe area for the interior pages, as the gutter margin increases with the page count. You can create rule of thirds grids in various design tools based on the safe area of your desired book cover size. I have already made one for a 6 by 9 inch cover in Adobe Illustrator. Since this video isn't about how to do it in Illustrator, I will skip that part. However, if you are unsure how to make one, you can download my file for free from my Creative Fabrica store. The download link for the 6 by 9 rule of thirds grid in PNG format, available in black and light gray borders, is in the description below. I often use rule of thirds grids in my book cover designs and have also prepared grids for other common trim sizes: 8.5 by 11, 8.5 by 8.5, 8.27 by 11.69, and 8.25 by 11. If you find the 6 by 9 grid useful, you can download the entire pack from my Creative Fabrica store. Now, let's explore some Amazon bestseller book covers designed using the rule of thirds. Since many of you use Canva, I will demonstrate how to use this rule of thirds grid file in Canva. Start by opening Canva and clicking Create a Design. Then select Custom Size. For the 6 by 9 cover template file, the width is 12.475 inches and the height is 9.25 inches. Create a new design with these dimensions. Next, click Upload on the left menu. I have already uploaded the 6 by 9 cover template, so let's drag and place it here. Atomic Habits has been one of the best sellers on Amazon recently, and its size is 6 by 9 inches. I will use this book as an example since it fits our grid size. I have already downloaded the cover of the book. Let's place it on the front cover area of our cover templates. Then, upload and overlay the rule of thirds grid on it. The focal point of this book cover is the title text. Notice where the title text is placed on the cover. It falls in the middle. Placing text elements within the rows creates a more structured, clean and visually appealing look for your cover designs. Positioning text over the lines or intersection points emphasizes and strengthens the focal points. Another best-selling book with a 6 by 9 inch cover size is The Ancients Generation. When you overlay the rule of thirds grid on its cover, you will see that the title text is strategically placed in the top third, while the focal point, the teen's head, is centered and aligned with the rule of thirds grid line. Let me show you another bestseller, The Housemaid. The size of this book cover is slightly different from 6 by 9 inches. I find it easier to adapt the grid to different sizes in Illustrator. However, if you don't have Adobe Illustrator, as I said, you can download the pack of grids for the most common trim sizes from my Creative Fabrica store. As I mentioned in my previous video, using images of eyes and faces on book covers is a very effective technique for creating a strong focal point. Our natural tendency to seek eye contact makes these visuals highly attention-grabbing. The focal point of this cover is the keyhole with an eye in the middle. If you overlay the rule of thirds grid on this cover, you will see that the focal point, the eye, is centered and aligned with the top rule of thirds grid line. In addition to that, the title, The Housemaid, is prominently placed in the lower third of the cover, making it highly visible and easy to read. Let me also show you some other best-selling book covers where key elements are strategically placed at the intersections of the rule of thirds grids. If you explore the bestsellers in memoir category, Michelle Obama's book cover for The Light We Carry serves as a prime example. Now, let's overlay the rule of thirds grid on this cover. Observe where the focal point, the face of Michelle Obama, is positioned. It aligns perfectly with one of the intersection points. The intentional placement of her face creates a powerful focal point. It was not a coincidence. The book cover designer strategically chose these placements. So consider doing the same for your own covers. I know some of you are interested in children's books. Let's explore bestsellers in this category to see if there are any examples of the rule of thirds in book covers. Certain examples easily catch my attention. For instance, consider the cover of If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. The hungry little mouse serves as the focal point of this cover. If we overlay the rule of thirds grids, it aligns with one of the intersection points. While not all best-selling book covers adhere to the rule of thirds technique, it's commonly employed across various genres. Placing critical elements along the lines or at their intersections can result in more visually captivating book cover designs. Now it's your turn. Experiment with this layout on one of your existing book covers and let me know in the comments if applying the rule of thirds enhances its visual appeal. I hope you find this video helpful. If so, please consider subscribing and liking the video to support the channel. See you soon.